toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just... to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. There he goes, open it up. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So Appalachian State's offense has the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Here we go. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Firing to the right, complete. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. To the air, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, App State.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Give to the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Touchdown, App State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right, the opponent.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
That pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Dropping back, it's Kennedy. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hand off from the shotgun. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. And the Cardinals are on the move. They'll try the run. Finds a little space. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. The Cardinals back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They go to the ground. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
So they'll send out the field goal unit, and he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Splits the uprights. Good. Now the lead is down to 11. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Oregon has some work to do, but go against this team at your own risk. The program who played in the first ever CFP championship is always a threat to come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. The Mountaineers want to move quickly.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll ride the hot hand. There he goes. Got the first down and still on his feet. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box. More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Uncorks it. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job, giving them some more space so we can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. And that is no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Hunt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll run this play from the pistol. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Underwood. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. And the Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Right down the middle.
But
incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
With the catch, it's Reese. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Mountaineers are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Under fire. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Send the tight end in motion. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Makes it past the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running to the left. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. And that one's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get going.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The lone back's got it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mountaineers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Gives it on the option. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. He leaves it with his back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab on the right to the 43-yard line, and a 1st down for this offense. And the Cardinals want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
To the air, it's Underwood. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Dive. Slide. Slide.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Working that left side. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Makes the grab. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Across the 45. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. The Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Gonna run it. It's Allen. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. Dropping back, it's Underwood. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll leave it with him. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play,
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A 1st down for the offense. Motion from the wideout. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one. They're just playing.
Breaks into the open on the left. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hayes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll go back to the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the Cardinals have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw. It's Kennedy. He's got it on the run. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Short completion, setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
He'll keep it himself. And they get the 3rd down stop. What a play by this defense. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely center cut. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grab behind the line. It's Allen. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Makes the catch. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They'll move the tight end. Handoff from the gun. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the 1st down. A little bit short. But what did I do? I made this a manageable 4th down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. That's caught. It's Reese. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a one-possession game. Handoff to the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. It's a one-possession game in the 4th. They'll run it from the gun. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Looking downfield, it's Kennedy. Rushes on him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, and still on his feet. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done it.
He tries to take the top off. Catch in stride inside the 15. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He'll set up to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? 22 water. 22 water. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Touchdown, Cardinals. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Got to give this team credit, guys, because good teams find ways to win games. I know they were their favorite coming into this one, but they get the touchdown when they need it. You got to convert the 2-point play to tie this thing up. There's still time left at the end of this game, but you feel like the momentum is now back on their side.
He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and we are all tied up late. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tied game, hoping to get something on the board. From the gun, the ground game. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On the ground, it's Irvin.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quickly to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to pass the clock an enemy. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the...
Nobody.
And he
Nobody.
can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and come out.
And what a drive this has been so far by the defense. Of course, they're in their own end of the field. They're sort of in that fringe area. They forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could force another one right here, it'd make it really tough on their opponent to kick a field goal.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, running back gets to give. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
Let's see what they have on 3rd down as they want to make sure they keep this in makeable field goal range. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. He's got it, a gutsy kick from downtown, and we will play another overtime.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
There he goes. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Just a couple they need to pick up here on third and short in overtime. Wants to throw on third. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. It's good. Wait a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out.
Personal foul. Looking to kick kicker.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Oh my God.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Uncorks one. And
Can we
this will
catch
be
the ball?
incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it behind the line. It's Irvin. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3. Third down, and they need to be smart here so they don't make it a more difficult field goal attempt.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. No good.
What?
And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David